Boys, welcome back. I'm back in the crib in Bangkok, and before I go away I'm travelling again to Japan. I was back in my house and I have my things around me, and I wanted to give you the 10 things I can't live without. 10 of my favourite items. To say I can't live without them is pretty crazy. I mean, I could live fucking naked in the woods, fucking shitting in the woods like a little bear. That really wouldn't bother me that much, and I could rip apart animals with my bare hands, as any man should be able to, but I don't have to do that. In which case, these are 10 of my favourite items that maybe you might be interested in. Number 1, and possibly the coolest item on this list, is my Fender Strat in bright pink, which I selected myself this Christmas with my dad. Flew my parents out to Bangkok and they stayed here for a few weeks, and we had a fucking awesome time. And my dad is a musician. He's a bit of a rock star, to be honest with you. He's a fucking legendary musician. His stage name's Finley Lou Jackson. You can listen to his music on Spotify. But I've always been around music growing up, but never really taken it up completely. And I love the guitar. I love rock and roll music. I think it's one of the coolest things, if not the coolest thing on planet Earth. And I'm still fairly determined to become a rock star. So my dad very kindly, my mum and dad bought me this guitar. It's a cherished gift of mine, and really one of my favourite possessions. I'll rip it for you a little bit. I've only just started learning, but we're getting there. We're just a couple little riffs and things. Obviously a long way to go, but this is one of my most cherished possessions. I highly recommend picking up a guitar if you've not got one already. Number 2, staying on the theme of music, I absolutely love music. Music is what makes my world go round. My life has a soundtrack. I'm incredibly interested in film and music. That's how I live through my world. Everything needs a song to it, and I see things with music, and I have a lot of my ideas with music. And therefore, I always carry this little bugger with me. It's a Bose speaker. I don't know what kind it is, but it's a little Bose speaker. It's blue and it looks like this, and it's got great sound on it, good charge. And it has to come with me because there's nothing quite like setting the mood with some music. Life needs a soundtrack, and without a speaker, you can't give it to anybody else. The next thing that I genuinely actually need to survive, I couldn't live without, is an EpiPen. I have an allergy, food allergy, and I didn't have one of these, and I nearly died in Bangkok, just down the road from here actually, on a first date with a girl, because I asked to make sure there was none of my certain allergy in my food. It was in there. I didn't have one of these pens with me, and my throat started closing up, and I was vomiting in the restaurant. I couldn't breathe, my face swelled up, my throat closed, and I had to get rushed to the hospital and administered one of these in a hospital that's luckily very nearby. And it was a Sunday, so the traffic wasn't bad, but I very nearly died in Bangkok from a food allergy. And therefore, I'm always carrying this motherfucker around now because it will save my life. So there we go. Let's go on to work. Couldn't live without these fuckers. Love them or hate them, can't live without them. I got three phones for running business, taking content, various different things on each different phone. I just ended up having more than one. I think you always need more than one when you run your whole business through phones, just in case. So we got 3 phones right there. To be honest with you, I fucking hate phones. I fucking hate spending all my time on my phone. But it's a paradox. It's like it's so closely linked to the amount of money that you make that it's kind of an evil that you have to let into your life, for me anyway. So I let it in, but I really do hope there comes a day and a time where the money is made and I can just relax and fucking throw these things in the bin. But for now, we got 3 of them and we can't live without them. Next thing, need one of these fuckers, MacBook Pro. Just get the best MacBook Pro. I really think these are a powerhouse, a complete workhorse. for any online work you need to do. If you can run things from your phone and your laptop, you can live anywhere in the world. It's about creating that G's lifestyle. I always had the dream of just living from a laptop, running my whole life from a laptop, and that's very much become reality for me, living from phones and laptops, and it is a good way of life, and I really can't complain. Even though I have to be on tech quite a lot of the time, it's a fucking cool life, and you can go and you can enjoy it and you can build it into your lifestyle. So that's another thing. Need the old map book. Can't live without these. Any type of boxing gloves, but these are a custom pair of winning boxing gloves, the best in the business. Slightly longer wrist straps. These were custom made in Japan. And fighting, being a dangerous man and knowing how to fight is possibly top 5 of the things that I've learned to do in my life. And the reason why is because, unfortunately, the world is full of evil fuckers. For whatever reason, there's some twisted and deranged individuals. And I've ended up in many situations in my life where if I hadn't had the ability or confidence to fight and handle myself, that I may have been able to be manipulated or bullied by somebody else who has a fucked up view on the world. So being able to protect yourself, this is the epitome of that. This is it in its physical form. It is learning a craft, learning how to fight and protect yourself. It is fucking important. I don't care how peaceful you are. At some point in your life, you need to know that you can defend yourself, and it allows you to bargain better in situations. It gives you more confidence, and you need to protect the world from the evil motherfuckers that are out there with twisted minds. And so the winning gloves are just a testament to that, to always staying fucking dialed in, to always being able to fight and protect yourself. Next one. Oh, it's a beauty. Creed, the Aventus clone. Don't all go out and buy it, please. This is my special one. Just some of you buy it, okay? But Creed is, this Aventus clone is possibly, and I have fucking loads of them. I have like 30 of them. This is the best in the business. This is without a doubt, for me, the best in the business. The ladies love it, men love it. That can be annoying sometimes. But yeah, this one is my daily driver. The next one is my sunglasses. And I have quite a collection. I have about 30 pairs of sunglasses as well, but these are my top 3. I've got a pair of Oakleys. These are for when you're on the jet ski, you're fucking running. Sometimes you need them sporty lenses. Then I've got these. These are off-white sunglasses. I just like the style of these. These are 2 very different styles. Can be worn differently with different outfits. And these are Dita, D-I-T-A. Dita sunglasses. So sunnies for me, I rarely fucking take them off. I just feel like they're a great way to add style, personality. I love rock and roll, and rock and roll is about being stylized, being iconic, and just dressing how you want to dress, and wearing sunglasses indoors. I don't give a fuck about wearing sunglasses indoors. People say, oh, you shouldn't wear your sunglasses indoors. Fuck you. I literally couldn't give less of a fuck. I'll wear them because I look cool. You ever see the video of that guy who hosted the huge party in Australia, the original Project X guy? And then he goes on that interview and she's like, do you think you should apologise to everyone and take your sunglasses off? He goes, I'm not taking them off. He's like, why? It's because they're cool. And that's always how I've lived, is like, fuck off. I'm not taking my sunglasses off. I love them. I think they're cool. That's how I live. The next item is a book that everybody should read because it puts things into perspective. You can get real wrapped up in this world and thinking everything's bad and you're down on your luck, and you're not. And the book is Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor E. Frankl. An incredible book, an inspiring book, and a real look into humanity, with his basically an account of events of the Holocaust and his time in a Nazi death camp. So Man's Search for Meaning is a book that I like to come back to. I've come back to it recently, and this particular copy I got from Darren Lee. We did a podcast together. Go and check out Darren Lee's podcast. Really cool guy, really nice guy, and it was a very nice gift from him that he gave me before our last podcast together when I was training for my fight. And Man's Search for Meaning is an incredible book that puts things into perspective. The next one is these are expensive, right? But the next one's Louis Vuitton leather bags. They're just the best in the business. Best bags you can get. Always carry one of these, don't lose things in your pockets. And this one actually has something that's very special to me inside. It's just a Polaroid picture of my family. whole family sitting on this sofa, and it just reminds me that my family, I love them. This is why I do everything, and that they can always come to me. We flew them out, and that it really just signifies to me that the success that I've had and being able to bring my family out and what really matters. So this stays with me always, and sometimes take a little look at that just to remind myself what we're doing all this for. And it's about family, it's about friends, it's about love, it's about becoming the best you can be to save the people around you. And that's really fucking important to me. And to round out this video, I don't know how many we've done now, we might have done more than 10, but I can't live without my Lego. My fucking Lego. I'm telling you now, have some hobbies again, man. Enjoy some things, sit down and relax and take a break from this fast-paced world and the type of life you live. And I'd love to build Lego, just chill and build some Lego. It reminds me of when I was a kid. It takes the pressure off a little bit. But boys, that's me. That's some stuff that I use, and do with it what you will. Boys, it's been a pleasure, and I'll see you very soon on the next one. Whoop-ow!